The only thing that's worse than coming into your garage and pressing the start button on your bike and it just going click and being absolutely dead with a dead battery is when it starts up, you go out to put some petrol in it and you come back to the bike and press click and nothing happens again. That's happened to me twice this season, even though I changed the battery out on my 2019 1250 GSA 2-3 years ago. I think it's a weak point on an otherwise brilliant bike. So today what I'm going to do is swap the battery very quickly. It's a 5-minute job with a battery from Uplus. Uplus is a subsidiary of Leoc. They're a Chinese battery manufacturer and they've been around for about 30 years. In that corner up there, what you can see me doing is unboxing the battery. I then put it on a charger just to make sure that it's tip top before I put it into the bike. The battery goes behind this panel here. You need 2 essential tools and 1 helpful tool. You need a Torx T25 to undo that single screw there. Then you pull off that panel. Then the terminals are connected in with a 10mm bolt, 10mm screw. It's actually got a Phillips head in the top, so you can use a screwdriver as well. And then sometimes getting the screw back into the battery terminal is a little bit fiddly. I use a pick, or you could use a small screwdriver or a penknife blade. Now, if you've not got these 2 tools, don't despair, because BMW incredibly generously put them in a little set of tools that's underneath your rear seat, and I'll put a photo in those so that you can see them. The other thing that you need to do is if you've got a bike like mine which has got an alarm on it, is you need to disable the alarm. So just go into the TFT menu, go to, I think it's vehicle settings, and you uncheck those boxes and make sure that they're all off. Once you've done that, it really is a 5-minute job. So the battery panel's on the right hand side of the bike and it's a T25 Torx to undo it. Do like and subscribe if you like the channel. Then you just pull this out using the air vent there. It kind of lifts up. There's a peg that goes into these kind of rubber bungs here. These have a tendency to fall out on newer bikes. By the time they get to 3-4 years old, they've been through some heat cycles and have molded in quite nicely. That's where the UBD is, the bike computer is. The way this is set up is that this is the negative terminal. That's not the battery terminal, that's just a positive terminal that's on the bike, so that if you do have to jump start the bike, you can put your negative lead there and just connect it to that one there. This is just a retaining strap you pull down, comes off 2 pegs that are on the bottom. 2. Then you just need to get that out of the way, so just stick it up there. Push that up there and it's out of the way. To get this off, pull up from the bottom, so put your fingers underneath that, pull up from the bottom, and it releases really easily. You can't really break this, it's made out of polypropylene. Then you're into taking this little screw out, bolt out. This is a 10mm. You can actually slide the battery out a little bit to give you some access, because there's quite a long lead on the positive side. Try not to lose these. What you can see there is that I've got not just the battery terminal, but then a little terminal there for the trickle charger that I use as well. So this, you can now slide this out, and you're going to undo it with that one as well. Inevitably you're going to lose something. Right, there you go. That's the old one out. This is the new Leoc one, and I've put the date on it as well, just so that I can remind myself. So remember the way that it goes, the positive one goes in first, and then the negative one goes on last. What you can actually do is just tilt the battery a little bit. That cord's quite long, okay? So you can tilt it, and then you want to get your new screw, goes in there. Sometimes this is where I use like a little pick or a screwdriver just to line it up. Right, when this goes in, you want to hold these terminals up high so that it doesn't short out. You're sliding it in, Now you might get a spark as this drops down, okay, so just watch out, don't let it spook you. Yeah, that's good. So this has got to go underneath there, okay? So if you actually pull the battery out just a little bit, then this can slide under a little bit. Put it in the corner first. This can slide under a little bit. You can lift the battery, goes in, so it's popped in on the side. And then this is quite robust. It's got 2 pegs on either side, so you're pushing the battery in, lifting it a little bit, making sure it's going in on the other side as well. Ta-da! Into the bottom first, into the side next, up there, into the top. That's it. So the new battery's in. I'm going to switch on the bike, and it needs a service, so it's going to come up with a service warning. And then the other thing that I might do is ask for the bike to connect to the Connected Ride app. Okay, let's go back to well, it's not going to be performed by a specialist workshop, that's for certain. It's going to be performed by me. And it's in neutral, so let's start it up. So thank you again to the people at Leoc for sending the battery through. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Please do like and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.